And what's up, guys? Thank you guys for coming back and watching a brand new video on the amazing Kenny Atomic. I know it's been a while since we've actually made a video, but today we got a special one because we're returning back to Miles Morales, a video that we haven't done in almost like 5 months. But anyways, we're covering the second volume of the Miles Morales series, so sit back and enjoy. And before we get started, make sure you like, share, and twerk on that subscribe button, as well as turn on notifications for future videos. Alright, let's get started. So when we last left off, we had saw Miles Morales getting his brand new suit from Jessica Drew from S.H.I.E.L.D. after he helped them out with their attack with Electro at the Triskelion. And now he is actually kicking butt and saving people in the cities of New York, and people are actually liking him. He's actually kicking butt, he's throwing hands, he's like throwing people at cars and whatnot, and people are actually digging this new Spider-Man, but he is fighting brand new foes. So recently he's actually fighting Omega Red, the ultimate version, and he takes him out pretty easily, and bam, kicks him in the butt and goes about his day. Saying that Miles Morales is actually fully committed to being the Spider-Man role, it would be kind of an understatement. He's still learning the ropes around the whole great power and great responsibility thing, and we actually find him talking to his mom, basically not about his Spider-Man stuff, but more about his family stuff, and specifically more about his uncle and what his dad did. And you're probably wondering, hey, what happened to Aaron Davis? Well, we're actually gonna find out what happened to him pretty soon, and what happened to him really isn't that pretty, and it starts all the way in a jail cell in Mexico. And so you're probably wondering, hey, how the hell did he get in Mexico? Well, we're about to find out right about now in a flashback where Aaron is actually taking care of some business in a Mexican bar with some really nice people, but it turns out they really aren't happy to see him, and so they try to jump him. It doesn't really go that well, and Aaron actually meets their boss, who happens to be the Ultimate Universe's version of the Scorpion, and these two tend to have some history, but not really good history, due to the fact that I think Aaron actually owes him money, but that's neither here or there, because as soon as he pays up, he's actually about to get jumped by the police and thrown into prison, which causes Aaron to do a one-man last stand, but it doesn't really work out in the end. Back in Brooklyn, Genki is actually trying to help Miles with his Spider-Man training by showing him old videos of Spider-Man in combat, and he shows him a fight between Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man, the Peter Parker version, but he's kind of like, this feels a bit weird in a way. And so throughout their day, they just go about, and lo and behold, Aaron Davis pops up in Miles' school, and he's like, hey Miles, how you doing, homie? Yo, you know what? I know that you're Spider-Man, and actually I kind of gave you those powers, so I kind of need you to do me a solid. But their conversation is interrupted by a school superintendent, which causes him to leave, basically. This kind of leaves Miles a bit shook throughout the whole entire day, as he sees his uncle, who knows his secret and knows the type of trouble he's into. And so basically he's kind of just in a trance, thinking about, okay, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? My uncle knows my secret identity. Holy crap, what should I do? And also, to go and clear out his head, he goes out to fight crime, basically. He does some patrolling, and lo and behold, some chaos actually happens as he sees people running for their lives from these giant silver rings, basically. It turns out to be the ultimate version of the Ringmaster. And the Ringmaster really doesn't come to play, basically. He's literally just trapped up the entire city and causing car accidents, cops, everyone's getting hit by his rings. Even Miles for a good minute. And Miles is actually kind of stuck, and the Ringmaster thinks he has to jump on him. He's like, oh yeah, I'm the Ringmaster. I got all this bad stuff going on. Haha, you can't stop me. But Miles is like, yeet, and kicks him straight in the face and knocking him out. So the day is saved, but sadly Miles has to deal with the police. And as he's dealing with that, we actually join up with Aaron as he does his secret shiesty stuff that he usually does. And lo and behold, he runs into Scorpion, who made himself comfortable in New York, and they both have a nice little fight with his goons. But Aaron actually came prepared with some vulture wings, but it really doesn't stop him that much. Like, he kind of stuns Scorpion, and which causes Aaron to leave, so making Scorpion 2-0 when it comes to Aaron, basically. Back in the dorms, Miles actually reads up on Scorpion and sees what he's up to, and he realizes, holy crap, this guy is actually a pretty bad dude. Before they make a decision, we actually join with Aunt May and Gwen Stacy in Paris as they're enjoying their lives after Peter's funeral. And when they're in there, they find out that Spider-Man is back in New York, so they got to deal with that. Back in New York, Miles actually joins up with his uncle to see what's going on with the Scorpion. He's kind of iffy about it, but he knows he's a bad dude, and they actually spy on him enjoying his life in a club in New York. And Scorpion's actually having a pretty good time, it seems like, but Aaron comes in and says, yo, Scorpion, what's up, fool? And Scorpion's like, yo, man, I already kicked your butt like 2 times. I don't need to do this a 3rd time. But then Miles comes through and said, boom, surprise, I'm also here too. And so it's a team up between Aaron and Spider-Man, and they both file the Scorpion's dudes. Bullets are flying, webs are being shot off, and it's actually pretty vicious. Miles actually gets his butt kicked pretty bad by Scorpion, but he's able to go and bounce back with some of his really cool powers, like especially the Venom Blast, which kicks him off just in the nick of time for Aaron to go and help him out. And so they actually both win in the end, but until they find out that, yo, the Scorpions ain't no punk, and he still gets up and fights Miles in the streets, and Miles puts him down with another Venom Blast, ending the fight, and Miles becomes the big top dog, kicking this huge Scorpion guy's butt. But the cops show up, they're like, yo, freeze. But then Miles is like, yo, this guy's the bad guy. And he disappears into the night really quickly so he won't get caught. Miles, looking at all this craziness, he tries to look for his uncle, but he's kind of gone. And back at the dorm, again, he's like, yo, man, all this stuff is going crazy, man. Are you okay? He's like, yeah, man, I'm fine. But then as he gets back in, he gets a text message from his uncle asking him to meet up again, but he's like, yo, I don't want to do this again. But he comes through and they have a conversation. Basically he says, yo, you helped me out really good back there, and you should help me out some more. He's like, I don't know, man, you're pretty criminal. You can see that we aren't gonna do that. And so his uncle actually throws a kick at Miles, trying to take him out, which causes them to fight basically. And it's a really tough fight in a way. It's very intense. It's very sad in a way. It's just uncle and nephew beating each other up, and also he uses his Venom Blast, but then again, Aaron also gets in some really good hits in as well, because he has all this technology from different superheroes and supervillains. He actually is using Shocker's Soundwave gloves basically against Miles, which leaves him kind of stunned. But Miles still has hands, even for a 13-year-old boy, and still is showing his uncle who's the boss basically in this situation. Miles basically kicks his uncle off the roof, causing his little hero moment to come through. He's like, holy crap, Uncle Aaron. But Aaron's like, psych, I'm still good. And he shocks him off the building, making him land on top of a city bus basically, and he bounces off of it. And his uncle, still being a savage, still is blowing shots at it, but he doesn't realize that they're fighting in the streets, and one of his gloves goes off and it blows up on him, causing a huge explosion. And Miles goes in to check on him, only to see his uncle succumbing to his injuries. And that was the end of Volume 2 of Miles Morales Spider-Man. Thank you guys for watching this again. We'll be making some more videos soon, and I hope you guys have a great day, and peace.